Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Roseanna. So in today's video, I just wanted to do a nice get ready with me, all drugstore makeup. I want to see how it lays on my mature skin. But before we get into that video, I would love for you to subscribe to my channel. You could ring the bell. It would give you notifications of when I post. So yup, like, make comments, tell your friends, subscribe, help a newbie out. I would so appreciate your support. So if you want to see how I came up with this look, just keep on watching. Okay guys, so I decided to do a voiceover today because there is just too much stuff going on in the house today. So anyway, this is what I'm using. So excited. I'm starting off with the NYX Bear With Me concealer, just to spot conceal. Yeah, I know it's too late, but I normally use a Natasha Denona. You know that girl, but you know, it's not drugstore. This concealer is so stinking good. Of course, I need a darker color to spot conceal. You know what? Maybe I will pick this up, you know, to save some coins. Yeah, it is so good. Look at that. It covers beautifully. I'm also, of course, using it under my eyes. And you guys know my under eyes are always a stinking problem. But I'm going to let the concealer sit for a minute and we're going to move on. I'm using the LA Girl eyeshadow palette in Downplay. Now, you guys know I'm not really a fan of drugstore eyeshadows, but this one is really nice. Are my brushes clean? No. And, girl, don't judge me. Don't judge. These are super easy to blend. This is a nice warm palette, like who am I? Hello. It comes in 9 shades with soft mattes, shimmers, and foils. Per usual, I'm going in from lightest to darkest. I'm using the darker shadow, of course, on the outer corner for some dimension. And then the darkest color to deepen the dimension even more. I'm going to just keep on blending. Blend, 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 girl. Blending is your friend. Don't worry about making a mess on the outer corner, girl. We're going to clean that all up. And then take in this beautiful taupey shimmery color. Gorgeous. Look how pretty that is. I personally like to use my fingertip for shimmers. I think that gives the best payoff. But you know, you could use a brush, a wet brush, whatever you like. Look how pretty that is. That is so nice. Going back in now to just blend out that concealer. That's a good little hack and a good little trick. If you have a concealer that is maybe too thin, just wait a little bit. It'll thicken up. I love this brush, this angled brush. Look at that, nice cleaning. It really does a great job. Look how nice that is. For foundation, I'm using my tried and true, the Maybelline Super Stay 24-Hour Skin Tint Foundation with vitamin C. Can't stand the doggone applicator, you know that. Now, is it 24 hours? I have no idea who wears makeup for 24 hours. But anyway, I digress. As I've always said, they're all foundations in my opinion. And I feel like as soon as they put in some kind of skincare, I guess they can market it as a skin tint, but whatever. But the coverage and the formula of this foundation is so gorgeous. I like to stipple first, then blend in circular motions. I think applying it in those 2 different ways works so well. If by chance you have a concealer that's a little bit too light, just use whatever extra product you have on your brush, put it right under the eyes. Look how beautiful. It'll blend everything seamlessly. I mean, look at that coverage. It is so pretty. Look at that. Isn't that so nice? I love it. I love this Ricky Love Ricky mirror. It's got a light on it, girl, because I got to check it out. I like to set my foundations with a setting spray before I add any other products. So today I'm using the Milani Make It Last Original Setting Spray. Not only does it lock in your makeup, but it also hydrates. It's waterproof and sweat-proof. I'm going to just let that air dry a little bit, and then I'm going to use my Stands Out sponge, which I love, just to pat it in and to just, you know, speed up the process. Look how pretty that is. I love this. Next up is the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear Bronzer. Mine is in light medium. I am in love with this bronzer. I mean, the whole Infallible line is amazing in my opinion. It's got this beautiful matte finish, super natural, lightweight, but pigmented, so be careful. It doesn't transfer, it's waterproof, heat-proof, sweat-proof, and of course up to 24 hours of wear. Use all this 24-hour wear with a grain of salt, girl. I'm not really sure. I don't wear my makeup for 24 hours. One of the best in my opinion. It's just my opinion, girl. Okay, so like I adore the Kokie Cosmetics Soft Gradient Blushes. It is so buttery. This one is in Bellissima. It is gorgeous, and I think it's so underrated. These are super, super pigmented, and the embossing is beautiful. Look how pretty that is. I love the ombre of this blush, so you could use either the darker or the lighter shade, up to you of course, but it is so, so pretty. Again, totally underrated in my opinion. Okay, so next are these NYX Buttermelt Highlighters. Lordy, lordy, are they pigmented. Wowza. They are so buttery, but be careful because they are super, super pigmented. I'm using Bright and Butter. This is transfer and fade resistant. Again, wears up to 12 hours. Wow, look at that. It is so, so pretty. But be careful, I am warning you. Of course, it is perfect to use as an inner corner highlighter. Look at that, it is so, so gorgeous, gorgeous. I'm gonna go back into the LA palette and use like this shimmery brown kind of color. You know how much I love a shimmer underneath the eye. I'm gonna just keep it really more so on the outer corner of the eye. And then whatever's left over on the brush, I'm going to just brush it right underneath. Look how pretty. I'm going to just set my under eyes with Catrice Under Eye Brightening Powder in light rose. I'm making sure I smooth out any creases, and I like to use a small brush instead of a puff or a large brush. Not only does it give me more control, but I use a lot less powder. Less is more, ladies. Next, I'm using the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop Setting Powder in Fair for all over the face. Again, just using the brush to softly set the makeup. For me, you do what you want to do, but for me, a puff is a no-no on my skin. I prefer a nice fluffy brush. Okay, leave me alone. I will forever and a day use the Essence Stay and Play eyeliner in But First Espresso. It is so highly pigmented. This gel formula delivers an intense color payoff, no transfer, and it does not budge. Using the NYX Micro Brow Pencil in Espresso. You guys know I'm not really a browy kind of girl, but I love any micro pencil. This one is so pigmented, it's precise, like I am barely touching my skin. It does such a great job. And I think my eyebrows are okay. I mean, I would like them a little bit thicker, but girl, I wouldn't even know where to start. I'm not even playing with them. Now, before I finish off the rest of my makeup, I want to go back in with my setting spray. This is so, so good. It primes, hydrates, and sets the makeup. Although mine says 16 hours, I think there's a new formula that holds up to 24 hours, I think. Just going in to curl my lashes. Okay, so like I've only spoken about the L'Oreal Telescopic Carbon Black Mascara like a billion times. Not the controversial one, but this Carbon Black one. It is this crazy thin, flexible wand. It is so good. It makes my eyelashes so long. It separates them, and the formula is so lightweight. I always have such a hard time with my lower lashes, but this wand makes it so stinking easy. The Lover Boy present as usual. So I found this great little hack from Rose and Ben. She takes any leftover foundation, but the slightest bit of foundation, swirl it on your brush. This is her brush, by the way. And just brush it all over your lid, and it evens out all the eyeshadow with no kind of harshness or anything like that. It is so pretty. So nice. I really love this hack. I really don't hear a lot of people talking about the Revlon Color Stay lip liners. They are so good. I'm using the color Rose. I think it's Rose. It's about a shade darker than my natural lips. It's super long wear that doesn't feather or bleed, you know, those lines that we never invited. It lasts up to 8 hours per usual. I'm using my fingers to smooth out any harsh lines. Isn't that so pretty? And finally, I'm using the L'Oreal Colorish lipstick in 800 Fairest Beige. OMG, this color is so gorgeous, so creamy, so satiny, and it leaves my lips so hydrated. It also has a smudge-proof and feather-resistant formula. I mean, look at this color. It is so pretty. Perfection. And just for an extra bonus, I have to talk to you about the Boldify hair powder and root touch-up for gray hair. It is so good. I've had gray hair for forever, and now it's thinning. Go figure. This product is so incredible. I love how compact it is with the sponge on the bottom, product on top. It covers instantly. Although I was trying not to mess up my highlights here, it really does work beautifully. It locks into your hair follicles and covers your scalp. It stays put until you shampoo it out. I've been using it for years, and I don't see myself not using it anytime soon. It is such a great product. Okay guys, so this is the final look. What do you guys think? Let me just look one more time. I think everything came out so nice, all drugstore and perfect for mature skin. So that's it guys, that's my video. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for sharing your time with me. And as always, you guys be good to each other, love each other, and have a great day. Bye.